Okay, first of all, thank you all for joining today. Today, I believe we'll be doing the best part yet. We will try to create a couple of reports. We will use visualizations, but everything that will be done on Maestral's data. And first, I would like to thank Mladen and Merciha for creating us a data model that we will be using today. For all of you who want to follow my steps and everything that I do, I've uploaded the sample Power BI desktop file on standard location. You can find it under general, under files, and under day 3. And you can follow all the steps I do, or you can choose to do that exercise later and focus on what I'm going to show you today. First of all, I need to emphasize once again how important that data model is. So, as you can see here, Madan and Mercy have already prepared something that will soon be live on production and so on, and they've extracted tables from ePortal and created some e-portal about employees, about employee statuses, about some practice groups, about events, and interesting data that is describing what's happening here in our company at daily level. Just heads up, you won't be able to refresh this data set, so don't click refresh. This is only imported now, but in these couple of days, I believe, and it will be live on Power BI service and on production. So each and every one of you who wants it can play with live data. But we'll use that. We'll do that. All those Power BI service cloud exercises. We will leave it for the next session. So you'll be able to play with it even more. Right now, you have only this Power BI desktop file, which already has all data loaded inside, and the model that is pre-configured and ready to use. So let's get started. First of all, as you can see, here's the canvas. Here's the canvas. This is how the main body, main place where we'll be creating our reports right now. As in Excel or any or similar Microsoft tools, each of every report may have additional tabs. Like I said, this one here is page 1. We can add different tabs to our report. An example, here we can call it and we can rename it, play with it, or do whatever we like. For this instance, we call this tab location. Next one we'll call absences, and so on. That means that all of these reports are interactive and everything. Each and every report may have more than one page located inside. This main this main white screen, it's something that's called it's canvas. You can format it as you want. And important thing to notice is this button format here. So let's start and change our background properties. For example, we can go change page size. We can choose page background. For an example, I'll take some light blue color. This one here. I'll reduce transparency. And as you can see, we change the color of our background. So we can add some wallpaper, we can add some filter panes, and some cards and everything. But important thing that you want to remember, I want you to look at this canvas as an object that you can do whatever you want with that. An example, I will format it here. Next simple thing, just to keep us, just to show a simple feature, you can add shapes, images, buttons, text boxes, and so on. Before I start, I'll add a image its Mistral logo, and I'll place it here. So we have a Mistral logo right here, and since as where I can see this color of background is not fitting here, I'll just go to Format button, and I'll go to Page Background, and I'll bring background back to white. I'll add an additional text box as well on the Insert tab above. I'm adding a text box, and I'll just give some, I don't know, some title. It's called location of employees. I can play with this a bit. I'll center it, change font size to 28, and I have some simple text box that's located here. As you can see, you can you can also play with text box and everything, but the best way to get used to is to play with that yourself. What I want to start right here, I want to go into visualization. Usually they are called charts, graphs. We used to terms like that, but I'm calling it. I will continue to call it visualization to the rest of the course. As you can see, we have a lot of visualization, and each and every of these visualization is specific and is used to display to tell a different story using our data in behind. For start, I'm picking visualization of map visualization right here. So I just only need to click map, expand it a bit more, and now it's time for me to set up my visualization right here. As you can see, below, it opened all the properties that are related to this specific visualization I chose here. As you can see, it has some fields. It has a location, has legend, latitude, longitude, size, tooltips, and so on. What I want to do here is just to analyze data based on employee's location. So in this model here, we just need to go to employee table and choose location, and just drag it to location field right here. So here are employees' location. Let me do, before I continue with map, let me do another thing. I'll go to visualization of table. I'll choose that visualization, click it, position somewhere here, and drag also location field to the values here. And as we can see, there are a couple of locations that are currently used right here. Let's ignore other and unknown for now. We'll ignore it. There is some data to be cleaned in the background to exclude those values. Because as we can see, we have Amsterdam, Atlanta, Mostar, and Sarajevo values here. And you can see that Power BI, based on the name, recognized locations on a map here. So what that means, let's go back to map visualization. We can see, let's go back to the fields, and we can see location field. What is this doing? It is connecting to online Microsoft Bing service, and based on a name of location, it pinpoints it on a map. So as we can see, Power BI tries to do a lot of things automatically for us. But I had a situation previously. I had a situation with one of the clients. I've been working with them, and they needed the locations in Bosnia and Herzegovina, and they had only names of the places. So sometimes, let's say for an example, it finds the best match. Sometimes it can mistake. If we have two Gračanica, Gračanica 1 and Gračanica 2, it can't with certainty say, okay, this is Gračanica in Bosnia and Herzegovina, this is Gračanica in Hungary, or Moldavia, or wherever. So it can sometimes it can mistake location for this. But in order to mitigate that issues, Power BI map visualization also has an options of pinpointing the latitude and longitude into this visualization. So if we want to be fully certain that we are correctly pinpointing location on a map, we need to use latitude and longitude right now. But usually we won't need to. Power BI is smart enough by itself to figure out a location based on a location name. That can be country, that can be city, that can be some other stuff. Okay, so as we can see, it recognized Amsterdam, it recognized Mostar, and it recognized Sarajevo. I want right now to display actually to increase those circles based on a number of employees that are working in those development centers right now. So what I can do it in two ways, using two different approaches. First one, I will use pre-calculated measure. That is that's saying, okay, number of employees. We discussed about measures on previous exercise, and I'll just say, okay, number of active employees. I'll put it to size right here. And we can see. Okay, let's go here. As you can see, this button here, it's a focus mode. When you click it, it opens up visualization, so we can focus more on the visualization itself. With clicking back to report, we just go back to report. I'll go to focus mode. I'll zoom in to Sarajevo, actually to Bosnia and Herzegovina, and I'll see that it changed size of the circle around Sarajevo based on number of employees. As we can see, there's 181 active employees in Sarajevo, and there is 14 in Mostar. If you go to Amsterdam, we have 1, and if you go to Atlanta, we have 2. So
hey, Muad, we have a lag with video, so can you just slow down a little?
Okay, sure. Voice okay?
Voice is okay, but video was going back and forth. I mean, I was seeing Sarajevo when you were talking about Amsterdam, stuff like that.
Thanks.
I think you can continue. Sorry.
Okay, thanks. As we saw, it recognized number of employees, and we can do additional formatting on this particular graph. Each, I will repeat that and emphasize again. Each visualization, you can do some customization on each and every visualization, and each and every visualization has specific custom options. Custom options. We go to Format button here, and we can change data colors. We can pick default color here. I won't do it. We can choose every color for different city on our map. I'll choose, pink for Sarajevo. I'll choose, purple for Mostar. I'll choose orange for Atlanta, and I'll choose black for Amsterdam. So we can do modification like that. We can turn on category labels that are displayed above visualization, so we can visually figure out where it's exactly located. I'll turn it off. We can choose and modify size of the bubbles here, and decide which size is best for us. We can do some auto zoom buttons. We can, I don't know, include some zoom buttons on the map itself, right here. We can, I don't know, we can choose some themes for a map, like Arial, like there. But I'll stick with the road for now. One more thing, we can instead of bubbles, we can display a heat map here. This is a heat map. Let's zoom it a bit. We can choose a radius that's bigger, let's say 100 pixels. And it's cool. This heat map is cool for the visualizing some, I don't know, some effect of some event. I mean, it would be typical use case for this would be, I don't know, maybe coronavirus spread or something like that. But usually I don't use heat map. But as you can see, you can have the heat map as well. We can display title of visualization. Let's go back to report first. Okay, title on, title off. We can modify title of each and every visualization. I'll just say employees by location. We can choose font, we can choose background, font family, and so on. Background lock aspect. We can choose. There are some different general. We can choose a position of visualization. We can add a border if we want. And tooltip and visual header will leave for the rest of the course. So right now I want only, as I can see, there is other and there is unknown on this map. So I want to hide other and unknown. I don't want to focus to that at all. So in order for me to hide something here, there are, or choose to show, there are a couple of options that I may undertake. First of all, I can pick slicer visualization. You see how I see everything is visualization. I'll choose slicer visualization that basically acts like a filter. It's filtering some data on our graphs here. So on that slicer, I'll give an option. I'll populate it with field from employee table called location here. And as you can see, I can choose locations that I want to display right now. I can go with Amsterdam, I can go with Atlanta, I can go with Mostar, and so on. And I can, of course, I'll go through this format exercise once again. I go to format option, and I see that it has different options than the map visualization. So each visualization has its own customization options here. Okay. Here on this filter visualization, I can choose single select options that's only that will only have one active options on my slicer activated at this point of time. I can choose it on, I can choose it off. I can choose multi-select with control. So if I hold the control button and then I click, I can display master, other, Sarajevo, and a no. I can show select all options. But for now, I'll choose on Amsterdam, I'll hold control, I'll choose Atlanta, I'll choose Mostar, I'll choose Sarajevo. So this is one way for me to pick which data I will use. While I'm at filter visualization, I'll go with following. I'll go with general, and I'll choose orientation. First, let me roll back. I'm going to format. I'm going to orientation, and I'm choosing horizontal orientation right now. As we can see, we have a filters located horizontal. And keep in mind, as you can see, that this is responsive, and you can choose, I don't know, whichever layout you prefer for this specific locations. And that is one way for me for dealing with those filters. As you can see, we feel this clicking on Amsterdam, Atlanta, Mostar, and Sarajevo also filtered different visualizations on my specific report. As you can see, this table visualization here now has only Amsterdam, Atlanta, Mostar, Sarajevo, and this map visualization has those towns on. That behavior is called cross-filtering, which means that each and every visualization may filter different one. So that way we are getting interactive reports with every between different visualization located on a report page. So, and this is default behavior. When we set up Power BI, when we set up model, this cross filtering is the default behavior with Power BI. We can turn it off later. We'll wait a bit for that, so we have a more visualization to play with. For now on, I'll click on a on next set of on location visualization, which is a table visualization, and I'll add a different field here. Let's say, okay, it's cool to see a number of employees by on the map, but we want number as well. So there are two options I can go with that. I can go to employee measures table that Mladen and Mircea created. I can go to number of active employee and just drag it under values field here. As you can see, we have a number of active employees right now. But sometimes we want to have a prepared model in the background. We need to do some calculations on our own. So different way to count employees in our case would be following. We go to employee table. We go to employee name and add it right below. Let's expand our visualization a bit. And as we can see, I need to click on it. I'll go into focus mode. As we can see, we have a list of all employees, but I don't want to display it right now. I want to count it. And I go to the values field here. I go to this triangle, choose it, and I just say, okay, count this thing. And it counted all of employees here. Okay, now we have something that's not matching. We have a more than 100 error on this way. I'll go with this triangle here, and I can see that I did count distinct, and I'll say, okay, why is it not matching? Because there's because I'm looking at all data I have. I need to know which of those employees are active at this point of time. I'm currently looking at every employee there is in our database. So I'll do something that's called filters. Filters are similar to the slicer visualization we saw here, but we are deciding what to display on a report or a set of reports or only on visualization. With slicer visualization, we are leaving a client to choose what's happening there, but with this we control what we will display in our report. So as you can see, there is a filters pane right here, and we can add any filter we want from here. So I'll just go with a location right here and choose and drag it to filters on this page. And first of all, I'm filtering by location, and I'm saying next. I'll choose only employees that are in Amsterdam, in Mostar, and in Atlanta, and in Sarajevo. So I don't want to calculate other and unknown at all. There are different types of filtering. We have basic filtering that just select something. We have advanced filtering that we can do some advanced conditions. I mean, we can choose top characters for some visualization. We can add some conditions and so on. But I'm using this filter. As you can see, there's something here. It says filters on this page. What that means? Filter has 3 levels. We can set up a filter that's on this page, this canvas right here. We can set up a filter that's applied through each and every page right here. So we have a location, we have absences, we have any other pages, and we have a 3rd level of filtering that's only for visualization. So that means we can set up filter for each and every visualization separately. And as you can see, those are 3 different types of filter. I'll choose location to be filter on all pages. I'll remove it from filters on this page, and I'll go filters. Actually, I will leave it only on this page. I'll choose Amsterdam, Atlanta, Mostar, and Sarajevo. But for filters on all pages through entire report, I'll choose this one, this field, and I'll say, okay, I'm only looking at active employees. I don't want to look at inactive or unknown employees. So we are still having one number that's not matching. That's one data issue in the background. But I just wanted to showcase you that we can power of filters and power of cross filtering we have here. As you can see of this last visualization, filtering here affected this visualization as well. So try to remember, cross filtering is default behavior, and we have 3 types of filter on visualization, on a page, and on entire report, and that's for filtering. And first and second thing I want to remember for this first part is that each and every visualization can be customized and suited to our needs. Let's go before I proceed. With the following one, let's try something funny. Let's click here on Amsterdam. It filtered this one here. Let's click here. It filtered this specific table, and that's that default cross filtering behavior. Sometimes I don't want this to be displayed at all. But first, let me add another visualization. I'll add a visualization that's called card. Let me find it here. Let me drag it somewhere here, and I'll only add number of active employees. It's 198, and when I click on Atlanta or Amsterdam or something like that, I don't want this visualization to be changed. So that means I need a way to control this cross-filtering behavior on my own. For that, this is an option. I'll go click any visualization I want. For example, I click table visualization, and I want to say to table visualization, okay, please don't filter me this particular card visualization I've inserted. I go to Format, tab, above, and I click to Edit Interactions button. which means, as you can see, I select this visualization. Now I can edit how this visualization interacts with each and every visualization here. So since I don't want this visualization to filter me this card, I'll just click here. I say none. And I don't want my map to add to interact with this table. And I just click on the table. I click here to none. Let's go back. Let's click on the black field on the white canvas anywhere. And let's try to click now on Amsterdam. As you can see, it filters the map right now, but it doesn't filter number of active employees current visualization currently located in our reports. And this is extremely powerful and awesome feature to be used. I mean, I don't know. I've worked with a lot of reports, but this is probably the most intuitive and easiest way to do this cross-filtering and interactive reports right now. So we click on master. It will filter here, but we will filter here. And if you click here on the map on this circle, it's filtering this visualization, but it doesn't filtering the table because we didn't edit that particular value. Are there any questions before going to creating some absences reports right now? Okay, guess not. Awesome. Let's go to absences. I'll select this visualization here. I'll copy it. I'll say copy, and I'll paste it here. To my next tab in my report. And I'll just say, okay, absences. Okay, what I want to do with absences is I want to use some to see, first of all, I want to see which type of absences there are in the company. So I'll go to event profile table. Remember, this is model that's already prepared. I'll click absence types. And as I can see, those are the absences typed currently in this maestro. So let's see. For this now, I want some simple calculation. I want, okay, just give me a number for each and every absences that happened. I'll go to event measures table. Okay, here's, sorry. I'll go to number of days. And I will exclude a couple of absences that I'm not interested in. An example is my main location setup. I don't know. I want to exclude it. I will leave business absences. I will leave parental leave, personal day, religious day. Actually, I'll exclude religious day as well. And I will exclude unknown day. So I want to analyze only business absences, parental leave, personal day, and remote work currently. And through the history, we can see there were 22,478 days of absences semester. Let's try to analyze it on a different way. I want a bit more in-depth analysis. I want to drill down a bit and so on. Let's introduce a year or some other date fields in this particular visualization. First of all, as you can see that now I have a table visualization selected. I want to switch it to matrix. And I'll go with matrix. I'll click matrix visualization. And I'll add year. And I'll do this one. I'll add the year to the rows. And I'll add absence type to column. As we can see, we have a this is the all these are all absences throughout the maestral that are currently applied. As you can see, there is a funny situation. There is a parental leave that's going into 2020 first year. So next thing I want to add is a month. Okay, that's cool and everything, but I want to know about access by year and by month as well. I'll just choose month and drag it under rows here, and let's enter the focus mode. And if I go 2012, actually 2013, I can see abscesses for each and every month. And this is something that matrix visualization is providing us. We can go into a bit more about into lower levels. We can do by each and every day we want if we find it necessary. I go to 20 to the current year, and there are all absences that are currently this year. As we can see, March and April, we have a skyrocketed remote work happening because of this situation. Okay, let's back to report. Let's back to report, and let me do the following. I'll select this visualization. I'll copy it. Okay, Control C, Control V. You know, I'm a bit lazy, and I wanted to just copy those two visualizations, and I want to change the type of visualization. Okay, this is a table, this is cool, and everything. Yeah, before I continue on this metric visualization, every visualization, we can set up some conditional formatting as well. We can choose some background colors, we can choose some data bars, and we can set up when we display it and so on. But I won't get into it much. You may play with that. Okay, I selected. I've selected this visualization, and I'm picking one of my favorite visualization right now, tree map. And as you can see, it opened and it transformed this visualization into tree map visualization. And as you can see as well, cross filtering is included here. So if I click here, remote work, it will only filter me remote work of the copy. What I want to show you next is that drill down option is not only related to matrix visualization. You can drill each and every visualization in the Power BI world. So how can we drill down? Actually, first of all, what does drill down mean at all? Mean if we are, let's say, for 2012 we have a three total absences. Let's say we want to go a bit level lower than that. Let's say we want to analyze by month. So we are drilling into lower level down. We can do it by day. We can do it by, I don't know, half day and so on. So that's drilling down and up. That's going through levels in something that's called hierarchy. And hierarchy is the way we set up. Actually, I don't. I believe you all know what's a hierarchy here. So if I choose, we are interacting with each and every visualization with drilling here. I can say, okay, turn on the drill down. I can say, okay, I'm turning on, and I'm going below, but that won't do. So I'm choosing absence type, moving from here to details, and it still won't work. Sorry, I need to just. Sorry. I need to set up again. That's me being lazy and having forgot to set up the graph right. So I'll do it this time. I'll choose. As you can see, I can play with it the any way I want. I can select visualization right now, and I can create, I don't know, another hierarchy here. Explicitly, I can say, okay, on a year, create me, okay, give me a new hierarchy and create hierarchy with fields here. All the month hierarchy was created as well. We can just add new fields right here and say, okay, we have a hierarchy that you can use, that you can drill up and down. Or there is another way for me to do it, not by explicitly defining, okay, you are my hierarchy, but by implicitly doing that through visualization itself. So I'll choose something that's employee age here. And under, as you can see, I am counting a number of days by employee age. So next thing I'm doing it, I'm implicitly creating hierarchy is because I'm putting the employee name here below it. And so I'm implicitly created hierarchy. What I'm trying to do here, what the story I'm trying to tell is, okay, let's count absences by employee age, and then drill down to employee name below. If I want to drill down, I turn down drill down button, and I go below, and I can see each and every all absences that are currently in Maestral by employee. I can go back in the hierarchy. There are a couple of more type of drilling. We can expand all levels, or we can choose the drill down option and expand level by level. Let me go back. When I have this option on, I just click on a rectangle I want to analyze. In example 25 to 30, just click it, and I have all absences underneath that. So we can expand all levels, all categories, or we can focus on one specific categories. And that focus is determined by this button here, that is drill down mode on. Majority of these absences are parental leaves, so we won't focus right now on that one. I'll leave it as is. You can just want to show that you can drill down. And you have a couple of ways to drill down data in our reports. Next thing I want to show you is okay. That's everything is cool and so on, but I want to see how those absences and everything went over through time. So let me go back here. Let's choose some chart, some visualization. I'll choose line chart right now. I'll go to line chart, and I'll add some data on axis. On axis, from date table, I will add year, and I'll go with some specific absence days, and I'll say, okay, give me two values, a number of absence days removed. As we can see, here are the absence days removed by year, but I want to compare it with some other occasions. I want to see, okay, give me total number of absence days. I'll put it in a value. This is total number of absence days, and this total number of absences. As we can see, that those have similar trends. And compare me with give me number of absence of number of vacations. And we created by just dragging and dropping some simple chart that's showing us trends through each and every year that's happening here. And keep in mind, we can drill down this as well. I'll go to date table, and I'll just move month under year here. So I'm implicitly creating hierarchy, and when I say okay, please drill me down, those are the absences by month. I'll go drill up. I'll turn on drill down button. I'll do some clicking and so on, and we can see the number of absences. So that's regarding absences. Next thing, before heading into final part here, is to go into. Are there any questions? I guess not. I'll create two simple tabs under my report. I'll say, okay, employees, and I'll say something employee tooltip. So for employee tooltip, I'll do something extremely simple. I'll choose multi-row card, and I just go with employee name here. Nothing special. Just we'll leave it as is. And I'm going to employees tab I've created. Let's say I want to choose some pie chart for employee age. Example, I'll choose pie chart visualization right here, create it, and I click employee age. And for number of employees under age group, I'll just click number of active employees. As you can see, there's my pie chart right now. It's kind of messy, so I want to do something with that. I want to go to format. I want to turn off the title, and I want to turn off the legend. So I have a clean pie chart right here. As I can see, we have age groups for our employees right now. And I'll do something next thing. I'm going to employee tooltip right here, and I'm going to format in page information. I'm clicking tooltip on. In page size, I'm choosing type to be tooltip. Awesome. That's it. Let's go back to employees tab. Let's click on this visualization. Let's click to format, and on the tooltip button, you pick employee tooltip we created previously. We click it, we choose it, and let's see what's happening here. We can have a report under a report. When we hover over visualization, it can give us names of employees. That would be extremely useful. I don't know, maybe I'm having something in mind like employee cards or something like that for HP, that when they go over some visualization, they can turn on the tooltip and have employee bio or card or something like that using this way. Those are the tooltips, really cool feature that gives us additional report and the report, and we can use it in this particular way. And I want to show you one more thing for this visual part of the course. I will add another slicer here. I will add slicer here. So just click on visualization, slicer visualization, move it right here, and I will add from date table, I will add here. I can scroll it right down. This is interesting thing. Maybe I forgot to mention. This slicer is powerful feature. It can go with this slider option, or on as on previous slide. Actually, on previous exercise, we saw that it can be handpicked manually. I'll leave it as slider right now. You can adjust it in options here, but I want to introduce something that's called bookmarks. As you can see, this is employee by age division when company started. We have Frank, we have Sanin, and so on. And what I want to do next is I want to remember the current state of the report. So I'm going to view pane. I'm choosing bookmarks right here, and I click add bookmark, and I say it 2011. I'm moving slider to 2012, and I'm adding a different bookmark called 2012. Same with 13. I'm adding. You can see what I'm analyzing. I'm analyzing division by age groups by each and every year that happened. So what's the big deal about bookmarks is that they are remembering state of the report. So there will be when we get more into working with Power BI and so on, there will be sometimes when you can't let users to play with everything there is. Typical and to give them all interactivity they want. There are numerous reasons for that. I mean, they can send some unnecessary load to the model itself, to the data source itself, or so on. So in order to limit that interactivity with reports, I mean, that's not usually the case. Users will always have some interactivity and so on. Bookmarks are being used where state of reports is remember, and when going to insert button tab here, it can navigate users to bookmarks itself. Okay, so I'll just add some text or something like that, but I guess I don't have any more time to go right now to different. Here's action button. I'll just click bookmark, choose 2011. Sorry, I'm going too fast. I'm choosing title, I think, to 2011. I'm adding a different bookmark. I'm choosing bookmark 2012. I'm adding a title 2012. And when we play with these buttons, we can get to the specific state of the report. With that, there is a lot of things right here, but my main point would be just play around. Play around with each and every visualization. Play around with line, with stack bars, with lines, with gauges, with I don't know, with the scattered charts and so on. Play around. That's the best way to get a handle of how this visualization works. Each and every visualization is customizable. That's it. That's it from me for today. I know it's a bit crash course on this. I mean, there is a material to talk full 8 hours about only creating reports and visualization, but it's a bit crash course. So if you have any questions, let me know. Are there any questions now about this? No questions. Okay. Never mind. If you have any questions, please let me know. Ping me over Teams or through discussion channel on Teams. And thank you once again for attending this lecture. I hope you find it useful and that you saw that how easy it is to just create reports. Just drag and drop data from data model to visualization, and voila, that's it. Thank you all again.
Thank you, Mark.